What's good, YouTube? So this is Speedy, my boy Avery from LSA. He's one of the captains, one of the originators of LSA. So this is a new series that we're starting. It's basically a podcast to generalize it, but we're gonna be talking about a bunch of topics. We'll probably get off a topic, but I hope you guys enjoy this series. If you guys do, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My boy Avery is gonna start doing YouTube. He's
Hell yeah.
going and digging hard into Twitch and streaming video games. That boy's a beast, so please check him out. I'll leave his channel in the description below. So, the
Yeah.
first topic, Avery, how you feeling? It's 1:30 in the afternoon.
Well, real quick. So we don't even have a name for this right quick, but obviously you'll see we will come up with a name for this series eventually. But right now we're just gonna record it, see what happens, see if we're feeling it. I think we will, because
Yeah.
we're usually on the same page with things. So, but yeah, I feel terrible actually. I I'm super sick. I was telling you
Is
off
it the
camera.
vid?
I don't think so. I think it's just a cold. But I was telling you how I had to push in mowers at work, and it was in the freezing cold, so I was breathing in heavy of that cold air, and man, my throat is so sore, and it hasn't gotten any warmer. It just hasn't gotten any better, and now I'm fucking stuffy, and I feel like shit, and this is, well, it is what it is, I guess, but this shit
Yeah.
sucks.
Man, speaking of the weather, bro, like we live in Florida and it's been cold every single day past
Yeah,
two
like what the
weeks.
hell?
Yeah, I don't know what's
What the
going
hell's
on
been going on? It's been like around the 40s.
for real. And it,
Like
it,
what
it
the fuck
rained
is
this
going
morning
on?
too, so it's even more chilly.
Yeah, like what the hell's going on?
It's crazy. You know, speaking of your job, I really just been working a lot of overtime. A lot of people that follow my social media on Instagram noticed I moved, so I just got my setup done.
Yeah,
Um, you helped me. We
I
went to
did.
Universal. We went to
We did.
Universal. So let's talk about Universal. Fuck it. Let's
Okay,
talk
yeah, hell
about
yeah. That
Universal,
that
bro.
was a fun time. That was
Dude,
fun.
it was so fun. I was so, bro, the next day, Hagrid's
It was
ride was
open.
open
Yeah, I
all
saw.
day,
I checked
bro.
the app. I
I
checked the
was
app,
so mad,
and I
bro.
was like, "Bruh, moment."
I knew it, bro. We should have went Sunday. We should have planned the Sunday.
Yeah, so we planned to go on a Saturday. It was me, you, Jarrett, and Izzy, and then your girl and Izzy's girl. Um, and we didn't really think about it when we planned it. We just planned Saturday because probably that was going to be the easiest. And we got there, and it was like 10 in the morning, and I'm pretty sure the Hagrid ride was open. Put a
Yeah.
little, real quick though, before I finish there. Me and my little brother Alex, he also went to, I guess I forgot, he's also on LSA. Um, we haven't been to Universal in it's been like 5 or 6 years for me. That was the last time that I had been. And Alex, the last time he had been, he was so short that he couldn't ride the roller coasters. So, I mean, we hadn't experienced, some of the new stuff like the Velocicoaster or the Hagrid's ride. I remember when Dueling Dragons was there. That was the last time I went.
Yeah.
And obviously that ain't there anymore. So I never got to ride those rides. So when you were hyping the Hagrid's ride up
Bro.
so hard, you were like, "Bro, you got to ride this ride. It's the best ride in my opinion, hands down." I was like, "Okay, okay." I wanted to ride the Velocicoaster, and I was, because I like flipping and stuff. I think that's fun. So the Hagrid's ride doesn't do that, but I said it was like extremely fast. So I'm down with speed too. And like I said, we got there and like at like 10 a.m. It was open, and it already had almost like a 3 hour wait at 10 a.m. It was fucking insane.
That's how good the
And
ride
then
is.
so we hit uh Universal first, and hit the Rip Ride rocket because they had the Mummy closed, so there really
Oh
wasn't
my god.
anything for us to ride there that was worth waiting for. So we rode the Rip Ride rocket. Um, and then I think we did what we do. We did Fast and Furious. That was the
Oh
worst ride.
boy.
I wish I could get that fucking 30 minutes back. I really do, because that was the worst ride I've ever ridden.
Yeah,
That was
we were like, oh, it's only 15-minute wait. We might as well just have you experience it. Afterwards, Avery was like, never again.
right.
Never
So when
again.
you think of Fast and Furious, you think of speed, fast cars, all the, you know what I mean? And that is just, I mean, hello, roller coaster. Like you could make so much with a Fast and Furious themed roller coaster, and the ride is a bus, and you get on the bus, and there's screens next to you, and the bus just drives into a platform that moves, and you just watch the screens and move, and that was it. And it was like, bro, this is the worst ride I've ever been on. Like, what the, like, what was that? It was awful.
Yeah. And that's how King Kong is. That's why we didn't get on King Kong neither.
hmm
So,
Yeah,
but
because all,
yeah,
all I was there to do was just ride the roller coasters, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, you got to
because
ride the new Hulk.
yeah, that shit was fun. That shit was
You
fun.
got to ride
Hulk
it.
is a classic.
Yeah. It's just so unfortunate. I was hyping up Haggard's like he said, and it was closed all day, literally all day
Yeah.
after
Once we
11
got over
p.m.
there, they had closed it, and it never ever reopened. And then throughout the day, also, every ride was like closing for a little. Like the Velocicoaster closed like 6 times. It
Yeah,
was stupid.
we did get to ride that though.
Yeah, eventually. Um, we were eating next to the Velocicoaster, watching it work and not work and work and not work.
Yeah,
And I think the wait was like a little over an hour. And then we were like, well, the wait's kind of long and it's keeps constantly like shutting down, so we'll just go ride Hulk. So we're walking to Hulk, and we pass one of the things that tells you all the ride times for everything in this park right now. And the Velocicoaster had went down to like 40 minutes, but we were already all the way over to the Hulk. And we were like, bro, we just can't. So we rode the Hulk. I think we waited like an hour and a half for that. Um,
yeah,
but it was fire. Hulk is a good ride. Um, and Alex enjoyed that one. He said he enjoyed that one over the Rip Ride Rocket.
yeah.
And then, I mean, at that point, I mean, I don't even remember. Oh, we had to hit some fucking Dr. Seuss ride because everything was down. We
You just
literally
see some big ass kids, bro.
we literally went and rode the damn Dr. Seuss ride.
Yeah, man. Green eggs and ham, bro.
Sam I am. So we rode that, and then I don't even remember, dude. Like, did we hit the Velocicoaster after that? I feel like
Yeah,
we did.
we hit the Velocicoaster after, and then we ate. No, no, we ate before the Velocicoaster.
hmm
So we ate, chilled for a bit, got some butter beer. Alice got to try some butter beer.
Yeah, he said that was good.
Yeah, always a wave. And then
And
we were
then we got into the
gonna
line.
yeah, we were gonna go into the other rides, but Izzy doesn't like he gets sick off of like
Motion
3D
motion
motion sensor
rides.
rides. So
Yeah,
we Spider-Man and all that we didn't get on. So we and Avery likes roller coasters more anyway. So we just
we just stuck to those.
yeah we
Really.
got the Velocicoaster. I think that's about it. I think we rode the Hulk one more time.
Yeah, and the Velocicoaster line was like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. How
Luckily
long
the
it was.
ride is the line like goes constantly. What
hmm
messes you up is that locker area. Everyone just
Yeah, that's true,
bulldoze through each other.
man. But I tell you what, bro. That I mean, 2.5 hours is a long fucking time to wait. But that was probably. I mean, I'd never rode it, and that was the one I was most excited for. And it was. I think it was worth 2 hours.
It was
Alex
worth
really
it.
liked it. Izzy was fucking. I mean, you heard Izzy on the ride the whole time. He's like, "Fuck yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah."
he was going crazy, bro. He was
He was
hyping me
losing
up, and
it.
I don't even like to
I
ride
know.
like that. Oh man. And
So
give you guys a like a uh basically a generalization, not generalization, but just a image of how it went, how long the line was. When we got in line, it was light outside. When we got on the
yeah,
ride, it was dark. That's how
that's
long we
true.
were in line.
That's true. Yeah,
So,
it was. I think it was like five, five-ish when we got in the line, and it was like 7:30 when we rode it.
yeah,
And then after that, we were like, okay, well, and then Izzy had to leave after that because the line was so damn long. And then so we were like, okay, well, and then Jarrett had to leave too because he had to go to the other park because he actually got us the tickets, so he had to thank someone who helped him get the tickets. Um, so then it was just down to me and you and Alex and your girl. So we were like, all right, we'll just ride the Hulk one more time since it's close. And I mean, everything else had a huge wait time what it was saying, but then we get in the line on the Hulk and it said 60 minutes or so, and I think we ended up waiting like an hour and a half or 2 hours because everyone was taking advantage of the single rider line and everybody was hopping in that. So we just kept having to
yeah,
wait and wait and wait and wait. So
yeah.
the line
Do
ended up being way longer than what it's advertised, and then that was all we got to do.
yeah. It was a fun day, but like we
Yeah,
didn't full experience it due to when the mummy's down and like literally almost everyone's favorite ride, Hagrid's, is down. You know, it makes every other line a lot longer.
yeah, that's
So
when it shifted all the people to these other lines, and then I mean I could see how I mean I'm gonna be excited to go back eventually and ride that Hagrid's ride because it was closed. I mean we walked past it 3 or 4 times, and every fucking time there was a huge crowd, 100, 200
it's just
people just
waiting.
standing there, just waiting
Yeah,
to get into this line. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that the ride is good, then I mean,
telling you,
I don't know
bro.
what will.
Yeah, that ride is lit. That ride is
Yeah.
lit for sure.
So I'm definitely excited to try that eventually. But our next park is Busch Gardens. You promised. So,
Yep, our next park will
and
be
I
Busch
can't, I
Gardens.
can't, I can't wait for Busch Gardens because Busch Gardens, and if we time it right, they'll have 8 fucking roller coasters when we go. 8.
What's the new one
That
they're building?
I think it's like a wooden one, but I mean
Still a
it's a
roller
roller
coaster.
coaster too.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yep.
got the Scorpion, they got the Shikra, they got like
Cheetah.
yeah, the cheetah. They got like 2 ancient like Anubis style like whatever the I'm losing it Egyptian
Yeah.
rides. So dude, they have so many roller coasters. It's so fun.
Yeah. So that'll be our next trip. Maybe we'll vlog. We don't know because most of the time we have to put stuff in lockers anyway. So
Yeah, that was for us to vlog. We really have to see what was happening because with Universal, I didn't even know this because it definitely wasn't a thing when I last went. You have to put everything in your lock. Like if you bring your phone, even if it's stuffed in your pocket, they won't let you get on the ride. Like you have to put it in a locker. The lockers are free, thank God, but you have to put your phone, your keys, your wallet, all of that has to go in the locker or you can't ride. And I mean there's a
yeah.
good reason behind it, but I mean it's still kind of annoying. I'd rather keep my phone on me.
Yeah, I didn't I forgot about this too. The Jurassic Park ride was closed also. So that even made lines even longer.
Oh yeah, the water ride. Although it was freezing cold that day too. I mean it was pretty cold, so I
It's
mean, all the
crazy.
water rides were, no one was going to get on those. So, that just put a lot of, so many people were trying to ride the roller coasters, and, that was really all that was open. So,
Yeah.
it just made the lines really, really agonizing.
Yeah.
That
But yeah, man, that's how Universal went. Our next trip will be Busch Gardens.
shit was fun.
That'll be my first time going to Busch Gardens. So
Yeah, when we were trying to pick the original trip, I was like, you were wanted to go to Universal because you have passes, and I was like, well, let's go to Busch Gardens though. It has more roller coasters. And you're like, bro, Busch Gardens is trash. And then when we get to Universal, you're like, yeah, I've never even been to Busch Gardens. I was like, bro, what? How can you say it's trash? You've never been.
And what's dope too is my girl loves Busch Gardens, so
Yeah, and
it
I
works
figured
out.
out she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to go to Busch Gardens. I love that park." And I was like, "That's what I was saying, bro. I tried to get us to go there."
Nah, it was fun. It was lit. It was a fun
Yeah,
day though.
yeah,
Other
it
than
was fun.
the fucking rides being closed most of the
Yeah,
time.
rides being closed and then the lines being so damn long. But it is what it is. It's a theme park, so
Yeah, so I mean, after that, Avery helped me set up my stuff, and when we set up my computer stuff, like my computer setup, my damn computer kept cutting on rebooting.
yeah, it was power
So
cycling, and you were like, "What the hell does this mean?" And I was like, "Bruh,
yeah, so the first thing he
I
says
don't know."
is, "Yo, you might have to get a new uh power supply," and I was like, "Dang, bro, like I just moved out, money kind of tight right now because of bills and so I'm going on the internet. I'm staying up till like, and mind you, we've been at Universal since I've been up since 7 o'clock in the morning. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching YouTube videos, figuring out, reading Reddit, doing everything I could do, read comments on under the YouTube videos to figure out if I can figure out how to stop it from power cycling. So I finally seen someone say, make sure you take the dust off. I had some dust on my motherboard and you take off your RAM and then you put it right back in. And right when I did that, it cut right on. So
Yeah, so just from you moving it from one place to the other must have unseated the RAM.
yeah,
I didn't even think about that, but
yeah.
because
So
as soon as I finally got your setup all set up, and then I had to leave.
yeah,
Then you were like, "Bruh," and I was like, "Bruh, I would love to help you, but I have to go."
yeah. His
So I had to leave. I had to like just fucking leave you alone to deal with it. And
luckily I figured out and I didn't give up. So don't give up, boys and girls. Don't give up.
never give up.
But yeah, so once I figured that out, I didn't even get on my game. I just logged in to see if everything was good. Everything was set up like it was at my old house, so I turned it back off and I was like, I hope it turned on in the morning. And I just went to sleep. I was exhausted. So knocked
Hell
out.
yeah.
And then me and Avery, his parents, his brother Alex, my girl, we all went to IHOP. We met at IHOP in Winter Park.
That shit was
Oh,
good.
boy, ooh, them buttermilk pancakes, boy,
IHOP has the best pancakes, hands down, no question about
the
it. If you say
best,
fucking Cracker Barrel,
the
you are
best.
lame. You're lame.
And don't even
Cracker
mention
Barrel is
Denny's near
not
me.
that good.
If you
I haven't
mention
had
Denny's,
enough
I'm
Denny's
slapping
to
you.
know. I haven't had enough Denny's to know,
There's a reason they
but
got burgers and stuff. There's a reason they advertise their burgers more than their breakfast.
all I know is that, bro, every time I go to IHOP, I have to get their pancakes. There's just no option
Yeah.
because that shit is so fucking good, dude. I don't know what they do to them, but they're so good, man.
Yeah, I tried their like tres leches pancakes, which is basically buttermilk pancakes where caramel and like a sweet vanilla, and I put that syrup on it, original obviously. Woo boy, I tore it up. We
Yeah, you
tore it
did.
up.
Them shits were gone.
Yeah, we tore it up. Had some chicken, and I had chicken. I usually get stuff for chicken and waffles. I do chicken and pancakes. So
Yeah, you're not a waffles guy.
nah, man, too much.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
either.
It don't taste the same. I don't know about it. It's too.
No,
It
they
just
don't
don't.
taste the same.
They don't
I
taste
used to
the
be
same.
a waffles guy, and then I switched to pancakes, and I was like, damn, these are really good. They're better than waffles. And then,
You seen pancakes like oh, like the
yeah,
heaven
you
music.
just, I can't go, I can never go back.
Yeah, Lego Egos was not it.
So,
Oh
I mean, that is
man.
what it is.
But yeah, man, that's how Universal went. That's how our little trip went, other than Airsoft. A lot of people, obviously our audience is from Airsoft. We are on a break. We as in LSA. Um, a lot of stuff been going on. I mean, I don't know how much you want to say, Avery, but like a lot of stuff been going on with the team. We
Hmm.
finished our Steve QB tournament series in Georgia at
Oh,
SS
so close.
Airsoft, and we got first place the first two. There was a 4 day series. First place the first 2 times, and we didn't place top three the third or the fourth time. The fourth time we probably got almost like two from last. Like we did horrible, the main team, and we end up
Our team did good the
yeah,
last time.
LSA two did phenomenal. They murdered, but some of the
Yeah.
stuff we can there's some stuff that I think they can do better. Obviously, it was the first series, so how
Yeah,
maybe
it's a work
they'll
in progress. I mean, they
yeah
could, we have
but
our gripes, but I mean,
for the
a lot better than a
first
battalion
series,
series,
yeah, the
that's for
first
sure.
series did a lot better than Battalion in Florida. So and it's
Miles
still
better.
yeah. So we'll see
Yeah.
how that is. We got to hang out and meet the boys Sai. Um, if people don't know who Sai is, I mean you must be new to airsoft. They they were like really big as much as like Rush Airsoft from Miami. Like they were blowing up. They blew up. Played at in the West Coast comp. They won like 3 times in a row at SS. We didn't get to meet most of them, but I mean, yeah, we didn't meet most of them, but we met like a quarter. Shout out to Turtle. Plank, um, Lemonade.
Lemonade, yeah.
We
Those are
did.
three homies.
Yeah, we met Ghost, but we didn't really talk to him. That was before like Cy and us was talking. But they're coming to Jacksonville. So let's
Yeah,
talk
they are.
about that.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to not be there
Oh
because,
my god, dude.
I have made all of our trips and I d- so I like NASCAR and they come
Left
to Daytona in
turn.
early February for the Daytona 500 and then they're in August, like late August. So it's 2 times a year where I want to that's literally like all I really like would do over like going to play airsoft with the team. And of course, Battalion plans their last tournament on that day. And of course, Cy just goes, "Oh, we're gonna come down there and play with you guys on this day." So people to run one team, and if Cy doesn't get enough, then there's two teams with it, with LSA and Cy on the other team.
Hmm.
And I mean, it should be an easy win. I mean, unless y'all do something retarded.
Yes,
Um,
I said that I think they have like 6 people coming, so they have a full team.
well, hell, there you go. So
Yeah,
we'll
but
have one team. They'll have one team. You know what I mean? And
we'll
maybe
see that how that go, cause
yeah,
they'll probably play a man down or
I was saying yeah.
so.
I mean, you never know till you get there if how many they'll actually have, and for us too, especially us, you never know how many people are actually going to show up.
Yeah,
So we'll have to see on that. But I'm excited for you guys. I wish I could fucking be there, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be in Daytona having fun too, so it's not like I just like can't go.
yeah, he already had the
That would
NASCAR
suck.
thing,
Honestly, I've
plan.
been doing this. Y'all already know that every
So,
year. It ain't nothing different.
but it'll be
But
fun. We did make a poll in our group chat, so there's 3 of us that will not play if it's full field. The rest said they'll play either or, so regardless, we'll be playing apparently. So, um, we'll see how that
we
goes.
we will return.
Yeah, we'll be
See how
returning
that goes.
battalion, to play against our boy Sai, hopefully in the finals, because anyone else there ain't comp. No offense, but that's the reason we left. Wanted more, see how we did against people that really do this, really play by the actual SpeedQB rules. So I think we did great. I mean, for the first time traveling out of series, we did pretty well.
I mean, yeah,
Got
we can't
first
complain.
place.
Third place out of like 15, 20 teams. Like, I I mean, that's pretty fucking good. You know,
Yeah,
besides anything that we have a personal problem with or whatever, you know what I mean? We did good. You know what I mean? We just couldn't close it out those last two, and that shit happens. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Everybody knows who the fuck we are. We won the first two after just showing up.
yeah. And we were only playing once a month, and that was during the tournament. It's not like
Yeah,
we were
exactly. We
practicing
were
like
playing
the other
once a month,
teams.
and it was during the tournament.
These
So,
other teams, that's their home field. They were practicing every day, every week.
exactly. So,
So, but shout out to DSG. They won. Um,
and Ego got
and
second.
Ego
Shout out
got
to him.
second. So shout out to Ego, and then we got third. And then there was like 15 other teams that played. Shout out to HSA. They're the boys too. They traveled down for a tournament. So
Shout
it'll be
out to
fun,
DSK
man. DSK,
for they won the most recent January tournament at Battalion. Shout out to them, and obviously they'd be traveling. They went to Shot Zone and went played in that tournament. I wish we could have played in that tournament with them. That would have been amazing.
bro,
Um,
I can't wait. Can't wait till we go there.
I know that's gonna be sick.
I had like three teams from that tournament be like, "Yo, so are y'all coming?" Because I was like, I kept sharing their posts and stuff, so I guess they were DMing me, and I was like, nah, we won't be able to make this one. We'll be at Universal. That was already our plan." So
Yeah, and we had already been 7 months straight on the road, and we weren't really getting any help from any sponsors late in our tournament series, and so it's kind of all out of pocket for most of us. So we needed some fucking time off.
yeah,
So
so but
and
yeah,
we'll
that's
just
how that went. So we'll be going there February 19th, I think. See how that
yes,
go.
Battalion.
See how that go. Returning there. Great field. We love the field. I mean, we think that
Oh,
Speaker B could have
Battalion
stand
is
ups, but
top three in the country as far as fields. Maybe,
yeah,
in my opinion, I like I said, I've barely been to any fields, but man, when you look at price on entry, the size of the field, the layout of the field, who the fuck else compares to Battalion?
yeah,
Game Pod, maybe. That depends on if you. I mean, and that's a huge field, so I mean that might be too much.
yeah.
So I mean that's like 3 times the size of Battalion. That might be too much, but I don't think it is in my opinion. But I mean, who's going to compete with Battalion? Fucking no one. It's
As long as they
so
just, if you just tighten up with the Speaker B part,
yeah.
and he would be solid, man. He'll be making bank. So much money.
If they could just run better fucking
But
tournaments.
he's settled on relying on birthday parties, so
Yeah, and that's the most unfortunate thing.
yeah.
But
But we'll
whatever. At least
see.
it's not Miami, where I mean they can't even fucking bring in you know their own
HPAs.
guns anymore. No, not even their own guns.
Yeah.
You
I don't
can't
know
have a
what's up with
modified gun.
Miami. Miami, y'all making East Coast look whack. I don't know what y'all doing, but shut the field down if y'all don't want to play airsoft.
Yeah, that shit is
Make it a
gross.
laser tag field.
I was
Like
excited to go there because the field looked cool. But I mean, hell,
it's not
I
that
don't
much.
have a
It's
I
not
don't have
even
an
that good.
AEG, so it's not you know it was gonna be difficult for me to get there anyway. Now you can't even use your own AEG, if it's like heavily modified. Which I mean, I'm not gonna bring some basic bullshit.
It's not
So
that good.
well, it doesn't
Like
matter because I'm
it's
not going there anymore.
yeah, it looked cool like SS, but same thing with SS. Yeah, SS looks cool, but it's not that big. It's the same thing with Miami. It's a good size, but it looks cool more than plays cool, in
Yeah,
my opinion. But
I wish there were more bigger fields like Battalion.
yeah.
I know that's tough. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
And I don't own anything like that, so I can't speak on like logistics or anything, finances. But man, if there were more fields that were big like Battalion, as far as like size goes and indoor, man, dude, that's what I'd like to see. some more bigger indoor fields.
Wouldn't even be that hard neither. Because, I
Just got to
mean,
find the right place.
a warehouse or like an old Publix, old Walgreens, we're in there.
You just got to find a place, that's for lease. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
But, yeah, that's some of the team stuff. We're about to jump back into it in February or late February, early March. So we'll see how that go. We plan on going to Shot Zone, at least me and Avery. Um,
Yeah, we will be going for sure. Me and
yeah.
you. It depends
Um,
on if the team wants to tighten the fuck up and join us.
yeah, other than that, I mean, we'll make it to SS anniversary, battalion's
If that
anniversary.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
if
that
those happen,
happens.
I guess. Because I mean, SS hasn't had one in like 2 years because of the COVID bullshit.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, that's our goals for 2022. It's just to travel even further than Georgia now, at least one
See more
time.
people. Get our name out there.
show out and grind. Have this content consistent. With me moving out, if you didn't hear it in the beginning of the podcast, I moved out recently, so I'm on my own with my girl. So we just um I have more availability to, you know, stream and stay up, and it's not like I didn't at my godmother's house, but she's older, she's retired. I didn't want to be playing video games, streaming at night, or like, it was just a little bit more difficult. Now I
Yeah.
have my office area, I can set it up. Obviously, it's fairly new, so the white background is temporary. I'm gonna have my anime and my black what's it called? Well, I don't know what color it'll be, but whatever you stick on the wall with the 3M tape for sound thing.
Oh, the acoustic panels.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the acoustic panels with some designs and stuff. It'll come into working, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's a lot of goals, me and Avery about it.
Yeah.
Our team, I don't know if it's on break. I don't know what's going on, but
Well, yeah, it's just one before the break where this shit is happening, so
yeah, we'll see how
it
this
ain't the break.
goes. We'll see how this goes with our team. We're doing really well, but we'll see. 2022 just started,
I hope everyone tightens up so we can get back to form.
so if they don't, you'll know because we'll say it in the next podcast, and also you'll just see Avery and I mostly, maybe three of them will join in with us when they see this video. Trying to create content with us, but other than that, you'll mostly probably see Avery and I till people tighten up.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Yes, sir. Um, but yeah, man, the sus say you can't be there on the 19th.
I know, bro. Because I want to play at Battalion, but just the things he's said about us in the past, and how he just can continue to say the worst things about our team, and it's like, bro, I've been playing at this field for like 6 years now. All the money that I've spent, all the money that my family spent there, and for him to say things like that, it's just like, bro, like I have no energy to go and give you money. I just don't,
Yeah. Main reason we're going is because of our boy Sai, and we'll
you
see
know.
how it is. It's like dipping our toes in the water, see if anything's changed. If we can just maybe go there and just not have any socialization with them, and or just not
That's what I'm
socialize
saying.
with them and just
It's either
do our
gonna
own
be. I
thing.
mean, we can't either. We're gonna have to, you know, we just can't please him. So we gotta stop trying. You know what I mean? If he's got a problem with us, too fucking bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because he's just ruining our experience. We try to be nice, try to be on his good side, and it always comes back to to bite us because he's just so fucking weird guy. So it's like, I mean, we just gotta be like, show up, do our fucking thing. If he wants to fucking bitch, well, too bad. We're not fucking changing it anymore. We're not
Yeah.
gonna try and conform to the way that you think things should be done because we've tried in the past and that doesn't work either. So,
Yeah. So
but it is what it is. Oh my goodness, man, I feel terrible. I feel terrible.
speaking of terrible, what's not terrible is RC Customs.
Our sponsor, Rage
Yes,
Custom Air Time.
sir. Rage. Shout out to Rage. Shout out to Ron, his
Man,
wife. They are going in first, one of our first main sponsors, and he still helps us out so much.
Ron is the
If you
goat.
yeah, if you ever see RC, he just recently changed his name, so sorry. His name is Rage Customs, but he does RC Customs now. If you ever see him at events, Milsom events, he has one coming up right now with Wiener and
Rob,
Rob.
yeah,
Recently that took over with Overwatch, so it'll be a great event. Please cop his merch. Please cop his merch. Say LSA sent him. You know they have red, black logos, red logos, whatever you want. Dry fit, long sleeve.
the
It'll be
dry fits
fun,
are
man.
fire.
It'll be fun. Hopefully you guys cop
Ron
the
is the
merch,
goat.
you know what I'm saying? And but shout out to RC Customs, baby.
Ron is the fucking goat.
Yes, sir.
Been there, have our back since day one.
Yeah. But
Believed in us.
still does. I mean,
Yeah.
shows a lot when your sponsor goes to one of the tournaments and it's the loudest one on the sideline.
I'm saying, bro, I had to
I'm
keep him
talking about
quiet.
I'm talking about where the point where the owner of the field is like, yo, chill out, bro. Like like relax. You can yell. Don't just you yell it a little bit too much.
And I
So
was like, damn, Ron. I was like, you can't fuck it. I was like, quit pointing. You can't point like that. He's like, bro, I can't help it. I'm sorry. He's like, I just get like this. And I was like, bro, it's okay. But just like, don't point. You're gonna get us in trouble.
yeah. But I mean, he's always been there since day one. Even at a Milsom event with Speed Salt Team at Overwatch 6, he was giving out a bunch of stuff, and we were throwing stuff for him. We were next to him by his side. He asked for us to be there up there with him, and that just shows a lot from a sponsorship where it feels like a brotherhood. But go to his channel and subscribe. If you enjoyed this podcast and you have topics, please DM the Last Stand Airsoft, AveryPostak, Instagram, or LSA_Speedy with our @ on Instagram, and give us some topics to talk about. Give us some stuff that we can improve
Hell
on,
yeah.
and yeah, or just say hi.
Give us things.
We're
Yeah. Give us
friendly.
things
We're
to talk
not.
about. Give us things. Something we should try, like a game or something, or like whatever it may be.
Yeah, I mean, we're not celebrities. We don't have that, celebrity mindset. We're human too. So say hi to us, DM us, ask questions. But to conclude this, don't know what the series called. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Farewell.